All right, we are in the hostel this morning. Joe and I were the only ones here last night, so good night stay. And now Joe's going to show us a little bit about the efficiency of packing.
Yeah, and let me just do one little thing here. I'm going to hand the camera back to David. You have time on your hands, you're trying to get stuff ready. So you go through this. You got to get all your food and your gear together and look at it 3, 4, 5 times.
At least.
At least. Part of the hostel. So what I discovered today was it was a breakthrough for anal retentive backpackers. So normally when you
And I'll attest he's anal retentive.
Yeah, yeah, very much. So you have the big thing of the dry milk that you usually get, you know, the non-fat dry milk that you can mix. So what I did is I took it down to these small bags. I knew that this would create 16 ounces of dry milk. And then I would combine it with 2 breakfast essentials. Two. And that would be basically the main breakfast for that morning, and I would supplement with other things. But there's all this packaging and waste. So what I've done is I put the Carnation Instant Breakfast into the plastic bag with the dry milk. So now I eliminated the weight of the 2 paper packages and having to deal with that trash and carry it on the trail. And you can see it's almost got this layered look. It's really cool, you know.
Wow.
And it's just the level of efficiency has been great.
Oh, it's there's an award for this somewhere, Joe.
There's got to be.
There's got to be.
I'll look for Backpacking Nerds Anonymous and see if there's a place where we can submit for this one. So just had to share that moment. It's one of those I'm so proud.
Yeah, and you should be. I mean, it's all about saving ounces and saving trash.
Yeah.
And I think Joe has achieved the next level.
Yeah, did both trash and weight all on the same step.
Yeah.
And efficiency at the game.
No one can accuse Joe of being trashy. Well, they
Hiker
could.
trash.
Yeah.
Hiker
Hiker
trash.
trash maybe. So.
All right. Well, that's
Man.
that's it for my little sharing moment this morning. We'll be back with y'all later.
All right, we're getting ready for the big spray. You know, one of the things that as the temperatures are warming up, we have to worry about ticks and bugs and.
I'm ready.
And what Joe, you need to read directions again. You
Oh, do not inhale. No bugs are going to get in there.
No. So we're going to spray our clothes with some permethrin. But I also noticed, look at this. Joe is being sponsored by the Brazelton Brewing Company. Wow, I'm impressed.
That's a shout out to the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph Brazelton Cook Jr. So that's,
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the family.
So we're using this shipping container as our hanging thing. So, all right. Well, we're going to spray some clothes with permethrin, and I'll be working hard to make sure Joe stops inhaling it.
Yeah. Looking good. All right, let's see what we get.
All right. This is our day 42 wrap up. Not a whole lot to say. It was a good day.
Yeah, it was a zero day. It
Restful.
was a restful day. It was
Yeah.
a day of eating. It was a day of therapy for our legs. A day of manicures or pedicures for our feet, getting those all cleaned up. And we kind of cleaned up around the food orifice where the food goes in. So
We're looking stylish, Joe.
we're extra sharp now.
Yeah.
We're extra sharp.
We're extra sharp. Yeah, we let's see, we ate, had good breakfast over at Goodies. They were open earlier, and actually we're going to do that tomorrow morning before we hit the road. I think they open at 7, so we're going to stop there before we hit the trail. Then we had the lunch at
One Italian place across the street.
yeah,
And then
I
dinner
remember
at the other Italian place down the street.
right.
And
Right.
they were both good. The people are
Yeah.
so warm, friendly, and and just
Yeah.
food prices. What you pay versus what you get is
Right.
big proportions. It's really good.
Yeah, and I talk about, we were at breakfast this morning at Goodies, and they talked about that we want the pudding, and we're like, the pudding.
The pudding.
And basically, if you're not familiar with what the pudding is, it's all the parts they can't use from the meat, from cows, pigs, whatever. They take all that and then just blend it up into a pudding.
It's the stuff that wasn't good enough for sausage. Turns
So
up in pudding.
we kind of said, no, we're from the South. We do biscuits and gravy. No telling what's in the gravy, but at least it sounds better. But yeah, big helpings. So that was really nice. And we got shuttled over to Rite Aid to pick up a couple things. And again, just a great hostel here. Betsy does a wonderful job. And again, this is
kind of outdoorsy.
Kind of outdoorsy.
We would highly recommend anybody coming through here. It's you walk right by it on the trail, so she's so warm and welcoming, and it's so easy staying here, and you can resupply. We basically resupplied right from her store.
Right.
There's a good hiker box. She had plenty of the essentials of food. Ramen, Rite Aid, Nor sides. Mashed potatoes, Kind bars, Cliff bars. The only thing she didn't have was junk.
Yeah, didn't have any Snickers.
No Snickers, but there's a little mini mart.
Yeah, we went over to Rahaji's Quick Mart and Hookah store.
You can get ice cream.
Great supply
Snicker bars.
Of hookah pipes if you're looking for them. But
it was good. So it was a really easy place to stay.
Yeah.
So recommend it. And another one of our fellow hikers has just showed up here. It's Drew, and he just looks like he went over to the mini mart. He coffeed up.
I was there. I almost went out to Sunoco.
Yeah, this is an easier walk.
Did they have the music blaring? Did you have the music really loud?
He had headphones on.
Oh, okay.
I heard he had it loud, but I didn't hear it.
Oh, I was gonna say we were there last night. He was playing that music loud, and
He had it on his head, but he was kind of. I think it was affecting him. He looks like that deal.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we're gonna get out of here after breakfast, and maybe 11, maybe 18. It's going to be raining, so we'll figure it out and see how it goes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit nasty tomorrow, but all right. Just to kind of continue with our wrap up. I had to stop there just because there's a lot of noise and things going on and people coming up that we decided it probably best just to kind of stop right there. We're trying to be respectful of everybody and not pull people into our videos. Anyways, again, overall great day, good restful day. I know I spent a lot of time just with my feet propped up, icing my shins. I think that helped a lot. We'll find out here in the next few days how that goes. But again, great hostel. Again, Betsy does a wonderful job here, very hospitable. And so can't say enough good things about it. We're going to try to get out of here about 7 in the morning. Or I should say we're going to stop at the breakfast place at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then we'll probably be on the trail about 8. The trail goes right through Duncannon, right down the middle. So it goes right by this restaurant. So that's kind of nice. We don't have to worry about a shuttle or anything like that. We just start walking through the town and move on. We're going to try to do at least 11 miles tomorrow. It's supposed to be really rainy tomorrow, so we probably won't get too far. And we're going to try hard to end up at a shelter. Just so, again, that's much easier from a standpoint of weather-wise. And we'll see how that goes. If things are looking great, we may try to go a little bit further, but still very mindful of the shins and just trying to make sure we can get completely healed on that. Joe's doing great with that. I think he's kind of working his way through his, but mine are still not quite where I want them to be. So we'll just keep working through that. But anyways, great day, great zero here in Duncannon, Pennsylvania. And we will see you all tomorrow. All right, we are just getting started here. Kind of got a late start just because of the weather. Rain was still coming down pretty good, so look at the radar, decided just to wait a little while. Had a great breakfast this morning, over at Goodies. If you're in Duncannon, you definitely need to go there. Great food, great people. The trail actually just takes you right through kind of center of town here. Some beautiful homes and history here. We've got roughly about 11 miles at a minimum we're going to try to do to get up to a shelter. They're predicting some more rain this afternoon and tonight, so our hope is to be able to stay in the shelter. But we'll see how that goes, as always. quiet Sunday morning in Duncannon, Pennsylvania. Walking beside a parked train here. Kind of interesting. A little too up close and personal for me here. But we did get the engineer's attention. He said it's cool to hike beside him. I guess they're going to be sitting here for a little while. Well, that was a little different.
Yeah, it was. Did you film that one?
Oh yeah, you're filming.
Yeah.
Okay, put that down on our bucket list.
Yeah, hiking right next to the train.
Yeah. All right. I think onward and upward.
Yeah, this looks pretty steep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're into some of the rocks in Pennsylvania here. Kind of weaving our way around.
And we're in the cloud.
And we're in the cloud.
Again. Going digital.
Just made a kind of a short stop here to kind of snack a little bit. Our big breakfast, we're not planning on doing a big lunch, just kind of taking some snack breaks, but it's kind of drizzly, rainy, so kind of a yucky kind of day. We've got about 7 more miles to go to get to where we were wanting to get to, the shelter. Joe's shrinking. He's getting smaller. Look at that.
It's smaller. I know.
He's getting smaller. He's smaller. So, anyways, other than the rain, it's not too bad. Went through a little bit of rocks there. It wasn't real bad. Actually, it was kind of interesting, weaving our way around everything and up and over. So probably won't do a whole lot of filming until we get to our final stop for the day, which is
Peters Mountain
Shelter is where we're aiming for. Hopefully we'll be able to stay in there and get out of the rain today and tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hey everybody, this is probably the first legitimate view we've had today coming out of Duncannon, because most of the day we've either been hiking in the clouds or above the clouds, and it started to clear out a little bit. It's just kind of pretty. Sorry about the power lines. I was gonna try to have them removed, but you know, we just weren't able to do that. Wonderful lake off in the distance, or maybe it's just a river where they've kind of dammed things up a bit. Really pretty. Hope you enjoy the view, and we're going to get rolling because there's supposed to be thunderstorms headed our way. Take it easy.
All right, we have come to, I think they call it Table Rock. And I guess it's because it's a big rock. But beautiful view down there. Yeah, the sun has come out, which is quite surprising. We're talking about thunderstorms later this afternoon, but don't see anything really that bad on the horizon, but it'll sneak up on us. There's Joe playing around on the rocks back there.
Yeah, so I decided to trust it, zip and slip. Nope. Oh man, it's just hard.
It's tough, man. But you can do it.
I can do it.
You can do it. Can't do it without moaning and groaning.
I know. And touching the bird shit. Sorry, bird poop. Oh, pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty up here. But we only got about a mile left to get to the shelter where we're planning to stay tonight. So we're gonna spend just a little bit of time here, enjoying the view, enjoying the sun. All right, this is the end of day 43, and we are at the Peters Mountain Shelter.
Peters Mountain Shelter.
Yep, Peters Mountain Shelter. So, weather ended up being great this afternoon. You know, we had that rain this morning and in the early afternoon, but then it just cleared up. And I think you saw the one video where you had the beautiful view of the sun.
Yeah.
So we were pretty happy about that.
And got here to the shelter, and it's been nice. You got it's kind of like perfect little puffy white clouds in the sky, and the rain's not going to be till later this evening. Maybe that'll be good for sleeping and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. And then it sounds like we're gonna get a little bit more rain in the morning, but we know how to handle that.
Yeah.
We whine excessively. But yeah, we did 11.4 miles, something like that today.
We were kind of test driving the legs a
Yeah,
little bit to
yeah.
see how they would work out, and we were also really anxious about the stories of Rocksylvania, and we'd heard some stuff, and we talked to a guy on the way up this morning about the worst spot, and all of it is back before this other shelter early on, and it wasn't bad.
No,
it wasn't
no.
bad today.
So the latest intel is that from Port Clinton on to Delaware Gap, which is the last 70 miles of PA, sounds like that's going to be where we really hit the rocks. So we've got a couple more days of
Decent hiking.
Decent hiking. You know, there's rocks on the trail, but they're where you can navigate. You can get your foot placed just right and so forth. So that works out pretty well. So yeah, we're anxious to see what Rocksylvania is all about.
And it's coming. And
Yeah, we just want to make sure that our whining is appropriate. We as Joe has said, his whining is based on facts.
yeah, based on facts, and it's also strategically planned to pull in the whining factor when you need to draw upon that to drive you over the next hill or to
Right.
the next objective.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like getting water today. It was down
Oh.
a really steep hill, so I whined like a baby.
Yeah, so now I owe him like 2 or 3 beers. He was nice enough to go down and get it. And it's great when you got pictures on somebody, they're willing to do anything.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
All right,
But
speaking
no,
of
that's great.
pictures, let's show them my this
Joe
is my
has switched.
spring sleeping attire. I've got the white legs going big time. I'm actually a little chilled right now, but this ought to work. I sent home my fleecy pants, and I've gone to these to save some weight. And,
Me, on the other hand, are still in the I'm not sure long pants kind of. It may still be cold, fleece and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a little more pragmatic than Joe.
I've got the long johns I could put on underneath, and you agreed I'd be styling.
You would be styling.
if I did that. So
You
I've
would be
got them as a
styling.
backup.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a pixie or something when I'm wearing them, but it's all right.
There's another word, but yeah,
okay.
we won't use that word.
Not going down
on
that path.
on camera. So tomorrow we're hoping to get in 18. Again, it's supposed to be raining tomorrow and raining tomorrow night, so we're going to go ahead and try to push to another shelter so we can try to get out of the weather. And it looks like it should be, like I said before, favorable. Rocks shouldn't be too bad.
Yep.
We'll try to get an early start in the morning like we've been doing when we're on the trail. But again, today was kind of light for us, which is good. The legs felt better. And I think it's just going to be a slow kind of recovery as we work our way through all this. But I think that's about it.
That's about it. So we'll try to get you some more footage tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're trying to find ways to get it, but on days like today, like we talked about earlier, it just didn't make sense. But if we can get some good footage while we're hiking, we'll put that on there. And we're trying to work on some things that'll be fun for you.
Yeah, yeah. But days like this where it's just rainy and misty, and all you can do is put your head down and hike. You really don't have time to get the camera out, unless, you know, like it happened a couple times where things broke up, and we could take some pictures and do a little bit of video.
You know, one thing I thought about, maybe we could do it tomorrow, is do a little stretch of video that shows what we're looking at while we're hiking, because you'll find it kind of interesting, because a lot of times when we're hiking, you're looking at the ground that moves in front of you. We do a little bit of that, just showing them this is what we see when you stop and you look. It's okay, but if you're walking, this is what you see.
So the trick will be to do that and not trip and fall.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of like
we may have to work on that a little bit.
we'll practice.
Yeah, we'll practice. We'll practice and see what we can do. Oh, milestone today. We have hiked 600 miles since getting on the trail 6 weeks ago. So we're averaging right about 100 miles a week. We started off much less than that, so we're slowly catching up to that. Our zero yesterday kind of took our averages back, but we should be able to maintain that. We are, I don't know all the stats for how far we are from Katahdin and all that kind of stuff, but maybe we'll give an update tomorrow or the next day. But
Christy,
I know we're around.
I know we're
around
put it
11.
on the screen.
Yeah, we're around 1160. So only about 40 more miles, and we'll be hitting the 1,200 mile mark for our total section hike. So pretty cool.
Yeah, we're
Pretty cool.
excited.
We're moving on. So, and we've only got about 140, less than that now, 135 miles left of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any of the statistics.
No, I don't.
just-
But give me
just
enough
take-
time, I will make up some.
comes out,
That's
you
right.
know.
I will
He's
make up
got
some.
it.
And as Joe has shown me, if you say it in confidence, then people will believe
I'll
you.
believe it, and then you can come back
say
later
anything
and
you
correct
want.
it. Yeah, Bowling Springs. No, it's Boiling Springs.
Yeah, then off camera I'll have to correct Joe on things, but you know. Yeah,
The Gore
anyways.
Range, and no, it was the Sawtooth Range, Colorado.
Yeah,
no, it's
right.
not in Colorado. It's Sawtooth
Yeah, and Johnny
Range
Bench
somewhere
played
else.
for Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah,
I
not the
can't-
Mets.
Yeah, the fact checkers are going crazy on our videos.
They're the greatest fact checkers ever, though.
Yeah.
Got to keep those guys employed.
That's right. That's right. So, all right. Well, that's it for tonight, and we will see you all tomorrow morning.
Have a good one.
Take care.